clarification's sake here, quickly, because they're moving out like pretty strong. Okay, so we've got Insidious Gaming playing down south as the orange/beige team, and their opponents PP Super Friends starting up north as the blue side. And yeah, surely enough, both teams like just try to monopolize that railway early on and just keep their defense like on the move.
Yeah, they really are both going for that railway area. That mobile defense, like you mentioned, very, very popular with teams nowadays. They like to kind of move along, you know, the eastern and western part, kind of move back and forth, and then kind of peek over the hill, and then maybe get a few sneak shots off.
Exactly, and usually that's the mark of a quality team to be able to pull this off, because that ledge is very, very tricky to negotiate in terms of angles as well, because it curves.
Yeah.
If we're just like straight line, then it'd be pretty much straightforward, like on Prokofiev.
Yeah, like one of the way ends, and then
exactly,
maybe
and then just like get an angle. It does take a lot of skill and coordination to pull this off.
Yeah,
and early on
off here, you have to go all the way over.
Exactly, and you always have to watch out for your backs. So teamwork is absolutely vital. And speaking of which, look at that Gauvin taking so much punishment.
He might have been on fire, but
yeah,
he did manage to
he's probably gonna get taken down. He does. So that MX-50 like goes down on PEP side. Although they do get a T1 meanwhile, but oh boy, is it absolutely brutal. Little Mac taking so much punishment as well.
Oh man, Hobbs as well taking down Solo. He's in a T1 though, so he should be. I mean, he's not a high priority target. He is still alive right now, and look at this Ace Water moving in to take out some. Look at Death Skies as well. Death Skies is so low.
Indeed, like PP are getting mangled on this one.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty even, but yeah, definitely PvP is at a disadvantage right now. I mean, if they get Death Skies, it's gonna be tied up.
Yeah, but still, like Ice Water, Robin, they all took some damage, and let's not forget that first MX-50 went down.
Yeah, that is very true. So, I mean, there's a lot more options for Insidious Gaming right now. They have the tier point advantage. They don't have to be as aggressive as they need to, because PvP Super Friends are eventually going to come out to them, but actually a T1 went down.
Yeah.
So it is, although PvP have an advantage right now, it's not enough to
win this.
Yes, win this at a draw.
Well, I mean, that's probably why Insidious Gaming decided to retreat a wee bit, because now they can afford to wait. They can afford to play the waiting game. And besides, they lost both T1s, as you mentioned, so they're essentially blind on the eastern front.
Oh, Robin taking a little bit of damage. Yeah.
Because, like, towards the eastern, like, road, they're, like, now, Insidious Gaming is just completely blind, because they lost like both scouts, but which is why they're all like clustered to the western area. You know what? Knowing PP Super Friends, they can still turn this around.
Yeah, definitely. And this is what PP are actually doing right now. They are actually spreading out along the railway. What they love to do is they love to spread out their forces, get as much vision on the map as possible, and then once they figure out what the enemy team's up to, they move in like a net formation. They slowly close in.
Indeed, it's like a spider web kind of tactic, which is usually paying off, but this time around they're liking an MX-50, and that is a non-negligible loss though. I mean, in terms of firepower, they're really down this time around, but they can still turn this up.
They're doing a lot of damage onto Elite as well, so I mean, in this poke war, if PP keep this up, they can potentially easily come back in this.
They could. Like, once again, these guys can't really afford to go to the front lines, like you mentioned. He took so much, like, he took so much punishment, so yeah, right now it really is going to come down to the micro.
Yeah, it really is, because neither team is willing to cross right now. They realize that if they cross, they're going to put themselves at a huge disadvantage. Both teams actually. So what both teams are opting to do now is they're just going to have a poke war.
Yeah.
From long range, from not close quarters, but you know, at decent range, they're just trying to get some shots off them.
Indeed, and at this game right now, given the current position of both teams, you know, the advantage has to go to PvP.
Definitely,
and they do okay. Like right now, it looks like they're definitely moving in right now. It's just trying to bully their way through, but I don't think it's going to work out really.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with this move coming out from Insidious Gaming. They do manage. They actually lose 2 of their tier A tanks in that push. So not a good move, honestly.
Not a good move at all. But they kind of got the feeling that okay, if we stay put, like these guys are just going to like slowly but surely get us. So we might as well go for the kill. But look at that.
Yeah, I mean,
C-Chai is so very low. He's probably going to get taken down on that one.
Yeah,
Batman and Robin like just aiming for the kill.
That duo, man.
I mean, and despite the initial advantage, like once again, we've seen it so many times. You can never rule out PP Super Friends. Yeah, they did lose that MX-50 early on, but their positioning was so much better than their opponents. And it actually really forced Insidious Gaming to come out of hiding.
Yeah, it really did. They got those 2 T1s down, and in the poke war, they just completely dominated Insidious Gaming,
yeah.
and you know, Insidious Gaming, they just had no more options.